I'm Sydney Franks. I'm from Grass Valley, California. I was the champion senior beef showman at the 2022 Arizona National Livestock Show. I started showing livestock when I was about 9 years old. I started with steers and I had no idea what I was doing, but my best friend now started me in it, and she was like, let's go to a jackpot, let's start venturing out other than just county fair. And I think the point where it shifted from just like, oh, this is cool, jackpots, to I want to win something was when I was about 15 years old, and I realized the one thing that I could control was showmanship, and it just depended on how much work and effort I wanted to put in at home. And I remember going to Western Bonanza when I was 15 years old, and I remember working so hard at home with my heifer to make sure, like, okay, maybe I can get a win. I'd been trying, nothing, and then finally that came, and I just remember being so ecstatic because all of that hard work that I had put in for the past year to get better and just to change my style and shift to what I knew judges liked was finally rewarded. And then from then on, I just kind of tweaked things that I knew would make me a better showman. Up until this year, I have never won Supreme with anything at a jackpot or on the national level, and I was able to accomplish that this year, which is just beyond me. I was so excited, I still am. And so just knowing that like all of the time and effort is worth it, and going to shows isn't about winning. I try and always just be present and mindful of where I am and just enjoying the time that I'm spending with everybody, but getting those little wins and even the bigger ones, that helps, make sure that, okay, I'm doing this correctly, like all of the work that I've put in is paying off. I remember him working us on the mic and just thinking, okay, like maybe I've got it. There's no guarantees ever, but I knew I had done to the best of my ability, like everything that I needed to do. Walking towards me after he stopped talking on the mic to select the Supreme Champion Senior Showman, and I was like, oh my gosh, is he walking towards me? And he shook my hand, and I just remember being so excited. I knew that this Arizona Nationals would be my last one, and honestly, within the past year, I have been kind of preparing myself for the fact that my show career is getting close to being over with, which is really sad, but it just makes you take like those memories and not take them for granted, and I just have been trying to make the most of every show that I've gone to, including Arizona Nationals, and trying to be present as much as possible because it feels like I was just 10 years old and not knowing what I was doing, and now I'm almost done, and so just not taking any of that for granted is really important. My name is Sydney Franks. I'm from Grass Valley, California. I was the champion senior beef showman at the 2022 Arizona National Livestock Show.